myself is Yogesh Kumar Sharma. I am a master student from IIT Hyderabad. I have completed my master degree by this July 25. So today I am covering a lecture here. Today my topic is integration. Today my topic is integration. So first we will discuss what is the integration. What is the integration and what is the need of integration in mathematics. Okay, so here integration means accumulation of something, accumulation of something. Like if you have a curve here, like this, and you are going to like this x and this is y, you are going to find the area of the curve. Okay, and like this also, this is the y and this is the x, this is the curve here. Okay, and you are going to find area inside the curve, means summation of something. Okay, accumulation means we are going to sum of something inside the question, inside the given curve. Means like this is y and this is x. Okay, and we have a curve like this. Okay, and we are going to define like if this is the curve of y is equal to fx and your y is equal to fx is continuous in closed interval a comma b. Like your is here and b is here, and you are going to find out this area. Okay, so before going to find the area, we are going to take a subdivided rectangle in the curve differently. Okay, let this is the width delta x1, this is delta x2, this is delta x3, this is delta x4, and this is delta xn. So how can I write the summation of from here to here? Like first we will find the area of one rectangle from here. Okay, one rectangle from here. What? Like f x I, take suffix I here, and delta x I. If we are find the complete summation, we are going to find the complete summation here. So we will take the summation side from here to here, I equal to 1 to n, because there is the number of interval is n. Okay, limit delta x tending to 0. This is the discrete summation. What? Discrete summation. If we are going to discrete summation to the continuous summation, so see here, this one is integral. What is the lower limit? A, and what is the upper limit? B. This is fx and this is dx. Okay, we are going to discrete summation to the continuous summation. This is also known as definite integral. Okay, so here there are two types of integral. One is indefinite, integral, and second one is definite integral. So here what is the indefinite, what is the definite integral? First we will define what is the indefinite integral. Okay, my today's topic is also indefinite integral. What is indefinite integral here? What is indefinite integral? Indefinite integral is also known as reverse of differentiation. Reverse of differentiation. differentiation. Differentiation, or you can say, or we can say antiderivative. Antiderivative. So we are going to define what is the indefinite integral, what is the use, how can we solve the problem in indefinite integral. Okay. So this is the sign of indefinite integration. We are going to write fx dx, okay, is equal to like capital F plus c. So what is this and this, okay. This is the sign of integration. What? Sign of integration. Sign of integration. This is integrand. This is integrand and this is variable of integration. And this is integration constant. So we are defining, I am defining indefinite integral. Here reverse process of differentiation, or we can see it antiderivative. So fx dx, okay, integral fx dx. Here this is the sign of integration. Here this is the integrand. Here this is the variable of integration. And here this is the value of the integration, this is the integration constant. See here, like now we are going to define what is the integration constant with example. Okay, see, we are going to define what is C here. Okay, so for integration constant, if I have y is equal to x square, y is equal to x square plus 1 and y is equal to x square minus 1, and we can take y is equal to x square minus 2. We are going to draw this curve on the xy plane only. Okay, so what is the graph of y is equal to x square? Like this. Okay, for x square plus 1 unit above. This is x square, this is x square plus 1. This is for x square minus 1 unit below, and this is x square minus 2 here. Okay, so these are the constant now. Here is the 0, here is 0, here is 1, here is minus 1, here is minus 2. So integration constant means the curve going up and down at the same abscissa. Curve is not changing, only the value is changing of the integration constant. Means all the places this curve like same, like symmetrical about y axis. Okay, this means the integration constant. Okay, there are some formulas of the integration here. Of the integration, like sin x dx equal to minus cos x plus c cos x dx is equal to sin x plus c. One basic formula, first formula, x to power n dx is equal to x to power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c. Here is the integration constant. We are not going to write complete formula here because the formula is more. So we are going to take a basic example here. Here, how to solve the problem. Like, if we have a problem here, example, integral root x plus 1 by root x की power 3 dx. Okay, this is the problem here. So we know what is the formula a plus b का whole cube. What is the formula? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab of a plus b. This is the formula a plus b का whole cube. Apply here, like we are going to write directly x की power 3 by 2 plus here 1 upon x की power 3 by 2 plus 3 into x की power half into 1 by x की power half in bracket x की power half plus a plus b x की power half into dx. Okay, here this and this is going to cancel, so x की power 3 by 2 plus this is going to in numerator, so x is equal to here and plus 3 x की power half plus 3 x की power minus half, okay, into dx. Into dx. So in continuation of this question, okay, we are going to apply what is the property of indefinite integral, like this. First property, f is here, dx is equal to, like we are going to separate this, okay, fx dx plus integral dx. So in the continuation of this question, we can write x to power 3 by 2 dx plus x to power minus 3 by 2 dx plus 3x to power half dx, like integral and plus integral dx to power minus half dx. Okay, so what is the formula x to power n dx? Here x to power n dx is equal to x to power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus integration constant. Okay, see here, very important, I am telling you. This is x to power n, so we can write x to power 3 by 2 plus 1 divided by 3 by 2 plus 1. Okay, this x to power minus 3 by 2 plus 1 divided by minus 3 by 2 plus 1, and this similarly x to power 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by 1 by 2 plus 1. Similarly 3x to power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by minus 1 by 2 plus 1 plus integration constant. Okay, just simplify this. X to power 5 by 2 5 by 2 plus x to power minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Okay, from here 3 into x to power 3 by 2 3 by 2 plus 3 x to power 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 2 plus c. This is your final answer. Okay, now we will move forward. Method of solving of the integration. Method of solving the integration. Okay, we are going to solve the first method is substitution method. Substitution method. continue. Substitution method. Okay. So we are going to solve the substitution method here. We are going forward with one example here, like sin mx dx. How can we solve this problem by substitution method? So we are going to take this mx, let mx is equal to t here. Okay, m is constant here, so m dx tending to dt, correct? So from here dx is equal to dt by m. Sin, what is mx? T. What is dx? dt by m. Here m is a constant now to take out from the integration. Okay, so here 1 by m, this is sin t dt. What is the integration of sin t? Minus cos t. So minus m cos t plus c. What is the value of t here? mx now, just put here 1 by m here cos mx plus c. This is our final answer. Okay, because we have no more time, so we will move forward. Firstly, next method is by part. How can we solve the integration problem by part? By part. First we will discuss what is the formula in by part. Okay, formula in by part, let dx. Okay, so here f dash integral dx dx f dash x integral dx dx, then complete integral. This is the formula of by part here. Okay, so in the by part we are going to explain one little bit concept, means identity. Means how to identify which one is the first function in the problem and which one is the second function in the problem. Okay, I means inverse. Inverse trigonometric function. Okay, and L means logarithmic. Logarithmic. A means algebraic. Okay, what do you mean by T means? Trigonometric, and E means exponential. Exponential. We will move by one example. Like basic example, because we have no more times. Like basic example is like x square dx. X square, sorry, x e power x dx. How can we solve this problem? So tell me, what is the x square algebraic function? What is the e power x exponential? From here, algebraic function is the third position and exponential is the fifth position. So which one is the first? Algebraic. Okay, so this is the first function and this is the second function. Okay, so we will move forward like x square e की power x dx dy dx x square e की power x dx complete integration of dx. Okay, so see here, what is the integral of e की power x? E की power x. Okay, minus dy dx of x square 2x, and integration of e की power x is only e की power x, complete integral. So power x d, x square into e की power x minus, take 2 is constant, take outside of the integration, e की power x. Further we can apply here what by part, okay, because here is the two function. E की power x dx minus d by dx integral e की power x dx complete integral dx. From here to here we can write x power x dx minus, here is minus 2x e की power x minus minus plus here d by dx is equal to 1 na? So here 2 e की power x. So what is the final answer? X square e की power x 2x e की power x 2 e की power x. Just take the common e की power x from R. Okay. This is the final answer. Next method is by some trigonometric identity. By some trigonometric identity. Like we are moving with example here, like sin cube x dx. So how can we replace sin cube x from the formula? See here, what is the formula of sin x? Sin 3x, not sin x. Sin x minus 4 sin cube x. Okay. Here is the sin cube x now. So we can write it sin 3x, not sin 3x. 3 sin x minus sin 3x divided by 4 is equal to sin cube x. Just put here sin x minus sin 3x divided by 4 dx. Just separate in the two parts, okay, by the property of integration. Property of integration. See here, we can write 3 sin x by 4 x minus sin 3x divided by 4 dx. Okay, take 3 by 4 common. What is the integration of sin x? Minus cos x. Okay, so minus cos x here minus, what is the integration of sin 3x? 1 by 4, this is plus cos 3x divided by plus integration constant. Here minus 3 by 4 cos x plus 1 by 12. This is our final answer. Okay. So next method is